Season 5 of The Score, the Team Roping Journal's podcast, where we cover the roping industry from top to bottom. This is where the team roping world talks. We talk through tough subjects, we talk big wins, and we talk real issues affecting the community. I'm your host and editor of the Team Roping Journal, Chelsea Schaefer.
Hey Team Ropers, it's Jenna Link back with another episode of The Short Score. For this weekend's bonus Team Roping Tips episode, we have an audio clip from Roping.com coach Matt Sherwood talking about staying positive and regaining confidence after a miss. This weekend's episode is brought to you by the WCRA. Are you a rodeo athlete looking for new ways to earn money? The WCRA World Champions Rodeo Alliance is all for rodeo, and you can be too. How does the WCRA work, and how do you earn money? Start by nominating any event you are going to be participating in prior to the performance start time. You can nominate anything with publicly verifiable results: team roping jackpots, 40 barrel races, rough stock only events, or pro rodeos. Basically, any rodeo event counts. As long as the event has public and verifiable results, you are eligible to earn WCRA points. How do you start? Go to the App Store or Google Play Store. Download the WCRA app on your mobile device. If you already have an account, hit nominate. If not, hit register and create your account. Select your discipline and the date you ride or run. Verify you're nominating the current segment. Confirm your payment. Now it's time to compete and earn points. The WCRA team will track your results, and points will be awarded if and when you place and earn money. Nominate today and visit WCRA Rodeo at WCRArodeo.com or on the WCRA Rodeo app for event information.
Okay, so the question is how to have confidence in yourself after missing or making a mistake. And when I was asked that, two different things came to my mind. I got a chance to rope with Rube Woolsey right when he kind of quit rodeoing and came back to Arizona. I was healed for him in the circuit rodeos for about 4 or 5 years. One time, this is sidestep, one time we went to different ropings and we roped 29 steers in a row in competition. Was one of the most amazing things that I've ever done. But Rube told me a story about he was high call back with Corey Kuntz probably in the mid-90s at the George Strait roping, which was not as big then as it later became, but was still the biggest opportunity that open ropers had to win. And he missed high team back, and Rube missed, and that was a Saturday afternoon, and they left there. Rube and Corey Kuntz and Corey's wife left there, and they were headed up to another rodeo that they were up that night at, and Rube had a great attitude. He was positive, upbeat, and they said, in the car, they asked him, "How are you so positive and upbeat? And he said, "Hey, we have to compete again tonight. If I'm over here negative, doing bad, I'm terrible," he said, "I'm going to have a harder time winning tonight. So I have to maintain a good attitude so I can win tonight. This steer's not as big as the one I just messed up on, but I still have to have a good attitude." And they went and did good that night. And so even though he just missed the biggest steer that he would get to rope at that year, he still had a good attitude because he had to do good that night. And one time I was at the George Strait roping, and Clay Tryon was first and second high call back. Roped phenomenal. Friday and Saturday had roped perfect roping. So second call back, he goes out there and he sticks it on the steer, and his curl comes around and curls off the right horn. So he missed the steer. So he literally has however long it takes to get from missing in the middle of the arena, right back around in the box, and you're up again. And this is a 100 $20,000 or $30,000 cash, a truck, and a trailer. This is a $200,000 steer, and he just messed up. And Clay's the epitome of confidence anyway, but he just comes back in, he scores, he just swings hard, just sticks it on him, tight head loop, and turns him and wins the roping. There was no back off, like, well, I just waved it off, maybe I should soft loop it and not, he just was so aggressive, stuck it on him and come right back. And so watching that, it was so impressive for a guy to make a mistake and come right back around and just go back and do exactly what he had worked on and trained to do over and over and over, and did his job and won the straight roping. And so for us, as we compete and we make a mistake, we know going in to the rest of our life, I'm going to miss again. My goal, obviously, get out of the barrier and turn the steer. But I know at some point I'm not going to do that, whether it's today or tomorrow, or I might mess up 3 or 4 times in a row. The steers are tough. We have to be fast. But if we go in the same way, we go back to our fundamentals. We had a really good practice. I worked hard this week getting ready for this. If I make a mistake, I'm not going to dwell on that mistake. I'm going to go back to everything we did practicing. My horse is working good. I'm working good. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to score, see my target, rope the steer, just like I'd done over and over and over practicing. And what I found helps me is when I'm competing, have the practice mentality a little bit. So if we're going to try to make 10 really aggressive runs practicing, and we make 2 really good runs, and I miss the 3rd one practicing, it's easy for me to come right back and say, I'm still gonna get my swing up, reach at him, and try to be 4-4 on this steer. I'm gonna have that mentality because we're practicing. I'm probably not gonna turn 10 in a row. I'm just gonna have fun, turn as many as I can to be fast. So if we can carry that mentality over to competition, I'm probably not gonna turn every steer the rest of the year. So when I make a mistake, I've got to realize, okay, that's the one. I think it was Babe Ruth mentality. He hit a home run 1 out of every 3 times. He went back to the dugout, he smiled, and they asked him, how are you so happy that you struck out? He said, I'm probably going to hit a home run next time. And that's how our mentality needs to be. You just messed up. Well, I'm probably going to win the rodeo on this one. Be happy and rope with confidence.
Thank you all so much for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode today. Don't forget to head over to roping.com and sign up for a membership today. Roping.com is the online training resource for team ropers. In addition to thousands of videos and exclusive roping films in your back pocket, members get private access to world champion coaches like Jake Barnes, Matt Sherwood, 26-time world champion Trevor Brazil, and more every day. You can take advantage of the step-by-step tutorials, run critiques, private members-only Facebook group, live video demos, and other benefits. You can join now for only $29.95 per month, and you can use the code THESCORE15 for 15% off your membership.